Good day, all. This is Charles with the Exodus Logistics Learning Center. Just want to give you a quick update on a few things. Number one, the enrollment process as far as enrolling into the program. When you first go to purchase the program now, and I'm sharing my screen, when you first go to the purchase page, a disclaimer will pop up. And the purpose of the disclaimer is for people to read and understand the terms of the enrollment. The terms of the enrollment is for the first 30 days, whether on the freight broker or the dispatcher side, but we're talking about dispatching today. For the first 30 days, you get access to everything, including the load boards. After the 30 days, if you want to maintain and continue access, then there is a monthly subscription, month-to-month payment. So the enrollment price point, which is $4.99 currently, is not for the whole year. It's for the first 30 days, and you get everything that you get according to what you've read here in the disclaimer. So once you fill this disclaimer out, showing what's all included for the first 30 days, you go ahead and you would submit that, your first and last name, email, and phone number, and then you say back to Dispatcher 101. It'll send you back to this page, and then you decide how you want to purchase, whether it's the single member, whether it's the PayPal 5 months at $120 per month payment plan, or if you want to do a 2-for-1. Okay. But the purpose of the disclaimer popping up now is to alleviate any confusion from people who will say, well, I paid for the course, I shouldn't have to pay the monthly subscription. But this, if you decide to enroll in our program, this is what's required. If you do not like what's required, don't enroll in the program, right? It's that simple, right? This is the disclaimer. I'm showing it. We're showing it for you to understand this particular program, how it works. The first 30 days, you get access to load boards, Zoom trainings, recorded videos, tools and resources, forms and documents, the live Zoom trainings every second and fourth week of each month. If you agree to that and you fill out saying that you understand that, then you're good, you're fine. And that's perfectly fine. That way, if we come back later and say, hey, I shouldn't be getting invoices, or why am I getting invoices? I'll just break out the disclaimer according to your email and say, did you not read prior to purchasing the program and understand what you read prior to purchasing the program? That way there's no hidden fees or hidden things involved. I'm literally telling you how it works. The first 30 days is the price point. And then if you want to and you get access to everything. If you want to maintain having access to everything that you get for those 30 days, then there's a $29.99 month to month to month to month, however long you want to maintain that subscription, right? So that's that as far as dispatching. Also, I want to give praise to two of our dispatching students. So I issued a challenge for the dispatch students a week ago, literally. And one of our students, so there's 3 students involved, one of which is a real carrier. This person his name is Damien. He's out there. He drives a reefer, tractor, and trailer, right? And 2 of our dispatcher students who are in our class members dispatched loads for him for the week in total excess of $11,950. So we got dispatchers who are booking loads for their carriers, giving them close to $50 short of $12,000 for the week. He wanted between $11,000 and $12,000 for the week. The first dispatcher, Zoe, Miss Motley, she did 65% of booking those loads for him of that $11,950. Okay, and then Horeb St. Fleur finished the other 35%. He did the rest. So these 2, so they booked live loads for a live carrier based off of what they learned in the trainings and applied the concepts. And I issued the challenge saying $500 to the student or students who book loads for live carriers. And the carriers are willing to participate. It just so happened that this particular carrier is also a dispatcher student, but he's an owner operator. So it's his own truck and trailer. So he allowed dispatchers to try to beat the loads that he was finding already for himself, and they were successful in doing it based off of what, was going on. So he provided, we have a Facebook group, Dispatcher 101 members only, for our members in our Dispatcher 101 training program, where he gave kudos. He posted this update 15 hours ago. I'm sharing my screen. You guys can see this, right? So make sure you can see it. Okay, cool. So good evening, classmates. I have the final update on the Low Damon's Truck Challenge, which I issued that $500 to the winner. He provided his requirements. They met his requirements. And this was for all the individuals in the class, all the members, okay? The final lane to South Florida was booked by Horeb St. Fleur. He's a student. He's a Dispatcher 101 ongoing student. Yesterday afternoon, this was posted last night, I believe. And with a preferred broker. So we go through the steps of finding a preferred broker, getting the carriers, negotiating the rates, and getting communication between the dispatcher and carrier, the rate con, getting the carriers moved, and things of that nature. Everything that's involved, the workflow and the process of dispatching in real time, okay, mind you, is done in our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. So if you or somebody you know, because this is going to be on our YouTube channel for our subscribers who are not members to see this and that know that this is what we're doing and this is what we do, okay? So Horeb did 4,500. Now, Zoe did 7,350, right? So 7,350 plus the 4,500, that was the $11,950. Let me double check that with my calculator because I'm recording this video right now and pretty excited about the students and their accomplishments in real time. All right. So she did 7,350 or 7,450 because his numbers were 11. Oh, he didn't. Okay, never. Yeah, she did 7,350. He did 4,500, and then he got another additional $100. So that's what it came to 4,600. So that's where the 11,950 comes from. I'm just making sure the math is right. So also having the second load gain another $100 for extra miles. This puts the whole task to a total of $11,950 for the week. This is Damien, the carrier, the owner operator, discussing it. He said this exceeds the 11,000 and it's just $50 short of the 12,000. So he wanted between 11 and 12,000 for the week. Most carriers, they're saying, well, I want 8 to 10,000 a week. Well, we got 11 to 12,000 for this carrier. Reefer carrier, things of that nature. Kudos to Mr. Horeb St. Fleur for getting the highest rate for them all, and to Miss Zoe Motley, both of whom are students, current students in our course, for covering the first 65% of the bookings. So Zoe is going to get 65% of the 500, and Horeb is going to get the other 35%. So that is also very good too. So I will pretty much cash app them that. So Zoe is going to get 325, and then Horeb is going to get the 175. Okay, so that's how that works. So I issued the challenge. Students stepped up to the challenge. Every so often, I'll issue these challenges to kind of put a fire under the students, motivate them to see what they could potentially do. So, and everyone has the potential. It's just sometimes you need that push, you need that motivation, and money is usually a good motivator, right? So, so this was an awesome challenge. My goals were met. This is the carrier speaking now. And I am satisfied. I am a satisfied would-be client. So he's saying he could possibly be a would-be client for these particular dispatchers for them to work with him on a regular basis. Now that's between him and the students, right? I hope this was educational, informative, and inspiring to the members. It was my pleasure to volunteer my operations for the purpose. Thank you all for your efforts, and I'll see you in class soon. We have class tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Dispatcher 101 training for beginners. And I can comment on that as well while I'm here live. Thank you, Damien, for those words. And then looking forward to more loads from you. So yeah, our students are doing it, right? So looking forward to more load bookings. All right. So again, if you or someone you know is interested in the transportation industry from a dispatcher's perspective, you want to learn it, get the basic foundation down, dispatcher one-on-one training for beginners can be for you, is an option. We deal with carriers live, obviously, as you see. Live carriers, we go over concepts of the load boards, negotiations, booking the loads, looking the loads up, the different strategies, the different zones, where to look. We drill down from a very basics perspective to give you that real life perspective of a carrier and their hours of service, everything. And we're getting it from real carriers. So they are educating them as well as us educating ourselves, right? So dispatcher one-on-one training for beginners, Exodus Logistics Learning Center. Again, want to give a shout out and a congratulations to Horeb St. Fleur and Zoe Motley, who are two current dispatching students who dispatched for an owner-operator who's also a current student as well in our dispatcher training, Mr. Damian Bryson. So again, thank you. This will be on the YouTube channel. Very satisfied, very happy that their efforts were very satisfied by the carrier, the owner-operator. So again, we have class tonight for our members, dispatcher one-on-one training for beginners, tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you or someone you know, again, is interested in getting training from us, check out our website, www.exodusdispatchingandtraining.com. All right. Have a great day. Thank you.